Ang mga Pilipino, mahilig magpalusot.
Alam mo naman, mga wais tayo.
Not all lenders are participating on this. So some selected lenders na under the California Housing Authority.
And I know a lot of people are not agreeing with this, but unfortunately, it's not our money. States of California money, so we have to follow parameters. Ibig sabihin nito, yung 100,000, di ba? Let's say, nagpa-refinance ka, tapos ang presyo ng bahay mo lang is 550. Sabihin natin, di 600,000.
Hello everyone, this is Elizabeth Velasco from the Velasco team of Remax Gold, and this is
Alvin Reyes with Supreme Lending.
And welcome to episode 33 of
Bahay Pinoy sa Tate. Hello guys.
Hello. Hi Alvin. Kumusta na?
Ito, okay naman. Everything's good. Thank you.
Okay, spring is here.
Spring is here. Medyo umiinit ng konti.
Yes, and flowers are blooming. And I heard the California Dream for All 2.0 is finally launching. So can you tell us more about that?
And the spring is here. Umiinit at umiinit na rin ang tinatawag nating housing market right now.
Correct. I've noticed that. Yeah. I mean, all these buyers out of the woods are starting to come out.
They're coming out. And we're only in first quarter, guys. But this is the big news that it's going on right now.
Yes.
Around the lending industries. Of course, the California Dream for All Shared Appreciation Program.
Yes. Matagal na nilang inaabangan yan. So tell us about it. I know it's launching soon.
Yeah, so basically what it is that they're going to be accepting application April 3rd up to April 28th.
Okay, so everybody heard that. Yeah. So it's about what, 20?
Almost about 25 days. Yes.
Okay, so that's when the portal will open
up. And really what it is that this is the only chance that every applicant can get in. Right? Now, after that, they're going to go ahead and make the draw. They haven't even given the date yet, but sometimes on first week of May. Yes, they're going to do the lottery drawing, and they're going to go ahead and pick the right people, or the lucky ones I call, the golden ticket. They'll give you the voucher, and this voucher will confirm your 20% or equals to 150,000 down payment assistance from the state of California.
Up to 150,000.
Yeah, 20% or equal to 150.
Oh, I see. Okay, so anyway, since it's going to be opening up in April the 3rd. So it's about almost over 2 weeks from now. Yeah. So what can the consumer could do to get ready? And also first, I wanted to discuss ano ba yung mga qualifications.
Correct.
Let's start with that.
Yes. Well, first of all, the only 3 requirements that the CalHAFA or the California Dream for All is looking for, they want to be able to complete by for the borrowers are: 1, you need to complete the education, first-time homebuyer education na tinatawag.
Okay, and I know there's 2 classes,
there's 2 of them,
right?
Yeah.
And there's a fee, right?
There's a fee of $99. So technically, basically this education link that you go in, and of course I can provide it to you. Basically, it's an 8-hour class yan. Right?
Okay, online.
But you can finish it to 4 or 5 depending on how fast you are, right? But normally it's 8 hours. So what happens is after you complete this, you'll be given an appointment, so they can go ahead. Basically, one of the CalHAFA representative will call you just for appointment, and then that's the time they'll give the certification.
Okay, so yung 2 classes na yon, what are those 2 classes?
So
that they need to complete?
Yung first-time homebuyer education link and the shared appreciation education link. Now let me explain.
So 2 classes.
2 classes. Let me explain. The first class, which is the 8 hours, that's because of your first-time home buyer. They have an education class for that one. And then the second one, which is the shared appreciation, by the way, that one is only about 15 to 30 minutes long. You can get the cert right away when you finish the shared appreciation.
Mabilis pala yun.
And that one is free.
Okay, free. Okay.
So that's quick one. You get the certification right away. So those are the two certifications you need: the first-time homebuyer certification, education class, and the shared appreciation education class.
Okay, so that's one requirement.
Yeah.
Okay, what are the other requirements in order to submit their application on the portal on April the 3rd?
Yes.
What's the second one?
The second requirements, we need to pre-approve you. We need to get you approved. So that's the first one. That's the second requirement.
Okay, not all lenders are participating on this. So some selected lenders na under the California Housing Authority.
Correct.
And Alvin is one of them, and he'll provide you the information. So the pre-approval, tell us about that.
So the pre-approval, so technically this pre-approval, because there's some parameters about your FICO score and income limits.
Okay, let's talk about FICO score.
Okay.
Ano ang minimum FICO score?
The minimum FICO score is 680 and 700. Now, why there's two? Why
680 to 700?
Yes.
So this is FICO score is your credit, yung credit score nyo.
Correct. Okay. And we take the mid FICO score. Well, the Kalahapa takes the mid FICO score.
Okay, so when you say mid, can you be specific? What does that mean?
Sure. What it is because remember, when we pull your credit report, there's 3 credit bureaus.
Okay, so what are the 3 credit bureaus?
We have the Experience. We have the Equifax. And then the TransUnion.
So tatlong credit bureaus nila i-check.
Yes.
And then from there.
And then we take the middle FICO score.
Okay, so let's say sabihin natin na 700, 680, at saka yung isa 720.
Yes.
So i-average yun.
Yeah, so we take the,
I wouldn't say average.
You will take the middle. Middle FICO score. So it will be the 700.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, kasi 680, 700, and 720. So ang middle is 700.
Yes.
Got it.
So those are the main bullets parameters, right? Yon FICO score. And then, remember, this is only purely for first-time generation wealth home buyer.
Okay, so can you explain what is, first time?
Yes, so first-time home buyer means, because remember, the last California Dream for All, you just need to be first-time home buyer and you don't own a home for the last 3 years.
So iniba
nila ito.
They made it more stricter.
Because they want to go ahead and basically share the wealth, the generation wealth na tinatawag.
Okay,
no?
so alin?
So number 1, you cannot own a home for the last 7 years.
Okay, never owned a home within the last 7 years. Okay, that's the second one.
The second one is your parents cannot own a home for the last 7 years as well.
So, mga magulang mo dapat hindi nag-own ng home.
And this is
are we talking about never or never owned a home within the last 7 years?
7 years.
Okay, so yung mga magulang 7 years.
Yes.
Okay.
The same thing with the main borrower as well.
Got it.
Yes. So the reason why they're doing this is where the generation wealth kicks in, because they want to make sure that every generation is getting this opportunity. Now, if your parents owns a property, pwedeng ipamana sa'yo kasi, di ba? But
correct.
Not a lot of, again, I do apologize. We're not actually agreeing to this kind of like guidelines or
Pero
parameters.
Pero silang nagbigay niyan
ng
criteria.
Exactly. So, sabi nila sa amin, because we're not complaining, but we were kind of like arguing about this. And sabi mismo ng Kalahapa representative, well, we have the money, you follow where the money is. Sabi niya ganun. So, we have to follow the rules. And so yun ang mga main parameters right now. And then the income limit is very important.
Okay. Before we go to the income limit, I wanted to ask you, Alvin, kasi I know, let's say, mother and father.
Yes.
So, paano kung, both parents cannot own a property, right? Within the last 7 years?
Within the last 7 years.
Okay. What if, let's say, yung husband, yung parents niya own a property, pero yung wife doesn't own a property?
Well, if they're your parents, you're disqualified kasi magulang mo sila. You can't.
Okay, no.
Is that the question?
Okay. No, what I'm saying is, so husband and wife, correct? So yung husband, yung parents niya, they own the property.
Yeah.
Pero yung wife
doesn't own. Yung parents ng
yes. Can the wife could still qualify?
Yes, the wife could qualify, but the guy cannot.
What?
The husband, you can't.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Kaya dapat pala any of the borrowers cannot own.
Yes. Why? Because we're in a state of conjugal properties.
Yeah, community property. California is a community
automatic
property.
yan, so you can't. Yeah.
Oh, ganun pala.
Sobrang strict talaga.
Hindi, paano kung halimbawa yung mga magulang ay nasa Pilipinas?
Ngayon?
I mean, pwede bang, they own property in the Philippines?
We don't care about the Philippines. Only
Correct.
here.
Only here in the
only
US.
Here in the US.
Oh, I see.
Kung ano yung naka-record dito.
Pero, are they gonna check?
Yes, they are going to check, and they're very, very... Listen, guys, we were like,
kasi alam mo naman, ang mga Pilipino mahilig magpalusot.
Alam mo naman, mga wais tayo, di ba? Tinatawag. Pero here,
paano
guys,
yun?
What's going to happen is that when you get picked, there's going to be a form that you're going to fill out, which you're going to go ahead and give the information of your parents. Guys, they're gonna have a third-party company who's gonna be checking this.
Ay, nako.
Concentrate lang talaga to check your background. I'm
telling everyone, please don't go there kasi mortgage fraud yun.
Sobra. And trust me.
And when you get into the mortgage fraud, they could actually... file criminal, something against you.
Yeah, federal criminal. Because you're lying under, I wouldn't say under oath, but
it's a government money, so they can. And then also, walang statute of limitations on fraud. So let's say you committed this 30 years ago, they could still go back to you.
Go back and
then, of course, the first thing they would do is they will call the note.
Correct.
Right? When they call the note means... due and payable lahat.
They can check that. Remember, everything is recorded to the county. They can check it. They can background check that.
And then they will also sign something when they sign the loan documents stating that this is their primary residence.
Correct.
And everything in the application is complete.
For sure.
So please, just be truthful.
And I know a lot of people are not agreeing with this, but unfortunately, it's not our money. States of California money, so we have to follow parameters. And this is only also I'm saying to everybody, because Alvin, palagi ba mapipick ba kami? Guys, not a lot of clients are qualified to this because of that situation, because of that parameter. So, I believe there's a huge chance talaga. Kasi marami talaga hindi nakakapasok.
Maraming mai-eliminate.
Sobrang madami.
Talagang cream of the crop lang ang pwedeng makapasok.
Talaga.
Okay, so what's the third one?
Of course, the third one is the main thing that I'm looking at, or we're looking at, is the income limit. Because there is an income limit. They actually reduced the income limit.
Well, they did.
For the California Dream for All only.
So we have 58 states. Correct. So let's talk about Sacramento County. What's the income limit?
Sacramento income limit is $180,000.
Okay, so when you say $180,000, like the husband and wife or whoever is the applicant?
Whoever is an application.
Okay, correct. So 180. What about Placer County?
Placer County is actually $180,000 as well. Kasi katabi lang niya yan.
Yeah, neighboring. Correct. And then let's talk about, San Joaquin County because it's right next to Sacramento County.
Yes.
Like Stockton, Lathrop, Tracy,
Modesto,
Manteca. So what's the income limit?
The income limit for San Joaquin is 158.
Oh, so mas mababa.
Mas mababa siya.
158,000.
And then El Dorado, which is next to you, is also, just in case, also 180K.
I mean, it's just right next to
Sacramento
County. Okay, now let's talk about Bay Area. Kasi syempre, mas mataas ang cost of living din. So, San Francisco County.
San Francisco and Alameda County, which is magkakatabi lang, 234,000.
Oh, no, wait. Hold on. We're talking about San Francisco County.
I'm sorry. Yeah, 280 ang San Francisco.
Okay, so San Francisco County, which is mataas, 288. I'm sorry. 288,000.
And Alameda County, which is next to it, right?
Okay.
Oakland, Alameda County,
Dublin,
Contra Costa,
Oakland,
Contra Costa is 234, guys.
Okay, so Alameda County, which is Oakland, Hayward, San Leandro, Dublin.
Yeah, Brentwood, Oakley, Pittsburgh, Antioch, Contra Costa yan eh. Alameda. I'm sorry, Alameda. Yes, correct.
Okay, let's go back. Alameda County next to San Francisco County.
Yeah.
As soon as you cross the Bay Bridge, okay?
So you have San Leandro.
Or San Mateo County,
correct.
Okay?
Yes.
Which is Oakland,
Hayward,
San Leandro,
Fremont,
Dublin. Okay, so that's Alameda County.
Yeah.
The one next to it, which is Contra Costa County.
Costa County.
How much is it?
Contra Costa County is basically 234K. I'm sorry. 234.
234 Okay, which is in Brentwood,
Antioch, Concord, Walnut Creek.
Correct.
That whole area.
Yeah,
yes.
Like Pinole, Hercules,
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Solano, that's Solano County na.
No, Pinole.
Pinole
is Contra Costa County. You haven't crossed the Vallejo Bridge.
Okay, all right, my bad.
So what about once you hit the Vallejo Bridge, which is Solano
County?
Yes. Do you know what's the
Solano? I actually know the Solano County is 180 as well.
180,000 as well. Okay.
Magkakapareho sila ng San Joaquin. Konti lang diferensya San Joaquin tsaka Sacramento County.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want to know specific which county, reach out to Alvin. He'll provide his contact information.
Yes, and those are the first things that I check. Actually, the FICO score, income limit, and then of course if you're first time home buyer generation, because those are the three main talagang kumbaga ba when it comes to the parameters or guidelines ng California Dream for All. Now guys, like I said, I want to let everybody know that when you apply for this, we have to make sure that you're applying to the right county where you want to buy the home.
So it has to be wait, hold a second, let me go back. So let's say for example, nakatira ako sa Sacramento County.
Correct.
Pero gusto kong bumili ng bahay sa Placer County.
Yes.
So which one would apply?
So that means so what's going to happen kasi we're going to apply for the Placer County because that's where you're getting your home.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to follow.
So just make sure that you're clear with your loan officer na na approved ng California CalHAFA program Dream for All. Now you need to specify which county you're actually going to buy.
Because we're going to follow that county. Where you buy, we're going to follow that county income limit. Okay,
gotcha.
Now, one of the reasons why they want to do this as well, because again, ang sabi nila, right, is that they're going to go ahead and distribute the funds based on kung anong county ang pinakamaraming population.
Oh, okay. Makes so sense? Parang ano pala to, voters,
So, kasi
para bang depende sa population, ganun din.
Correct. So,
okay.
We're anticipating Bay Area, Sacramento are gonna get big funds. Kasi
kasi mas maraming population.
So just want to make sure na when we're submitting or you're submitting your application, we have to really know which county you're going to buy your home. Because we have a lot of, Alvin, I'm going to go, but I want to buy in LA, right? Or I want to buy in these different areas. So, just to let you know that we need to make sure that you identify which county you're going to go ahead and identify your property.
Okay. So besides those, what are any new changes from the last time we spoke?
Actually, those are the main three changes lang. Other than that, everything else is pretty much the same thing, except also another one, it'll be a lottery pick.
Okay, so I mean, for me, I would just try.
Yes.
I mean, really, what if makaswerte ako? You'll never know, diba?
Let's get a shot, right? Let's get a shot. Right?
And then also, I know you have to pay $99.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, that education is valuable for me.
Right.
Kasi, especially ako, bibili ako ng bahay.
Yes.
I want to know what does it entail, buying
as a first-time home buyer.
Ano bang commitment niyang 30 years mortgage na yan?
Correct.
So, it's beneficial for me, although hindi ako ma-qualify, at least meron na akong education or background or, knowledge about buying a house.
And also, just to keep in mind, guys, yung first-time home buyer education, when you get the cert, that is also good for the regular all-year-round 3.5% down payment assistance na binibigay ng CalHAFA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can use the same set. Yeah,
okay.
And it's good for 1 year.
Okay, right? So when you say CalHAFA, can you be because there's another program? Can you be specific on that? What is that?
Well, the CalHAFA, or they call it, the 3.5% down payment assistance. That's all year round.
Okay, so what is that?
So the state of California is giving 3.5% down payment assistance pa rin.
Okay, ito walang price appreciation.
Walang price appreciation. It is what it is. You pay back whatever you borrowed of 3.5%, right? If they lend you that or they give it to you. Pero again, this California Dream for All kasi it's a different
20%.
20% malaki to.
Okay,
right?
pero yung regular CalHAFA 3.5 ibibigay sa'yo yung down payment mo, pero you have to pay it back
as it is. Walang 20% equity sharing to.
Okay. So, let's say nagpa-refinance ako or binenta ko yung bahay, kailangan ko ibalik yung 3.5%.
Yung 3.5%
Yun yung CAL half a regular.
Yung regular.
Program. Pero meron, ano ba yan? Forgiven ba yan?
Hindi siya forgiven.
Okay,
hindi siya forgiven.
Okay, let's go back to the California Dream for All. So, yung 20% price appreciation.
Okay, good.
Pwede mo bang i-refinance yan? O pwede mo ba siyang, when do you pay it back?
Okay, so here's the thing. Unfortunately, versus the part 1, right, ng California Dream for All, this time, hindi ka pwedeng mag-refinance. Walang one time. The first one kasi, pwede ka mag-refinance if the rate is better, you get a better monthly payment, walang penalty. This one, they don't allow you to refinance.
So, lock ka na yun sa rate na yun?
Lock ka na sa rate.
Forever?
Well, not forever. I mean, the goal is here is that as soon as you gain that 20% equity, hopefully, if you want to sell your property, right?
So, the only way to get out of it is sell it?
Yes, unfortunately.
Okay.
Sobrang higpit, Grabe.
Ang higpit.
Sobrang higpit. But then again, who wants to get out? I understood about the rate coming down, but if you have the $150,000, you have 20%, no MI, you have no mortgage insurance, your loan amount will be lower, I'm sure you're gonna have a better loan.
Wait. I mean, look at the bright side. Kasi syempre, first-time home buyer. First home nila to.
Yeah.
I mean, hindi katulad sa Pilipinas na pag binili mo yung bahay, forever home mo na, diba?
Yes.
Dito kasi sa Amerika, pag first-time home buyer, parang first home. So, most of the time, nag-upgrade ang tao.
Correct.
Kailangan mong mas malaking bahay.
Yes.
Gusto mo ng 2-story, you wanna move.
Correct, yes.
So, I think this is a good, parang entry level na makapasok.
Correct. Wait, hold on a second. You could actually refinance. I'm sorry. You could. Pwede ka naman mag-refinance. Right? Pero ang problema, when you refinance, make sure na meron ka ng 20% equity kasi pag nag-refinance ka, for instance, after a year, bumaba ang rate. Let's just say.
Yes.
And then wala pang 20% equity.
Hindi. May 20% equity na kasi remember, yung 20% galing dun sa...
But I'm just saying, you need to pay it back, right? Kailangan mong bayaran yun. Right?
You will pay it back.
Yeah, when you have enough 20%, tsaka yung tinatawag nating 20% na kukunin lang interest. Just to make sure you have that.
No. Wait, Alvin. Okay, let me just go back, okay?
Sure.
Automatically, may 20% equity na kasi binigay mo na yung 20% na interest.
Correct. Meron pa nga...
na down payment.
Correct, pero meron pa tayong 20% equity sharing
I know. So, let's say nag-equity lang siya ng 20,000.
Yeah.
So, 20,000, 20% is 4,000.
Yeah. So, no. So, ganito yan. So, let's just say,
okay,
right? 500,000 yung bahay. Okay? Example. Now, nagbigay ng 100,000 ng State of California, which is 20% of 500,000 is 100,000. Correct?
Okay.
Right? So, yung loan amount mo na is 400,000.
Correct.
Right? Okay. Now, ibig sabihin nito, yung 100,000, di ba? Let's say, nagpa-refinance ka, tapos ang presyo ng bahay mo lang is 550. Sabihin natin, hindi 600,000.
Okay.
Right? Hindi pa tumataas, right? Wala pa
but let's say may 50,000. Tumaas siya 50,000.
Kulang ka pa rin nga
Hindi pwedeng maging kulang kasi remember, 400 ang balance mo
Yeah, yun nga.
Binibenta mo ng 550.
So check this out. Hear me out. This is what it is.
Okay.
Let me explain. 600,000, sabihin na natin 550 lang inabot or 530 lang, right? Okay? So meron kang 400,000 loan.
Correct.
Humiram ka ng 100,000, right? May 100,000 Yung 100,000 babalik mo yun
Okay, so may 30,000 na natitira.
Kung meron ka ng mga about that, kaya na, pwede mo nang i-refinance yun. Pwede mo nang as long as meron ka ng 20% equity sharing yung kukunin. Na 20% kung matitira.
So, pwede pa lang magpa-refinance.
Pwede magpa-refinance as long as you have enough to pay for the 20% equity.
But more likely, mababalik mo yun. Kasi, unless mag-collapse ang market.
Yes, correct.
You will definitely could return that.
Because like I said, if you get, let's say, kumita ka ng 130,000, let's just say, right?
Okay.
Yung 100,000, ibabalik mo.
Yes.
Pero yung matitira mo kasi, kung may matitira pa, kung kaya pa ng value, yung 20, remember, yun yung interest ng kukunin ng State of California, yung 20%.
Correct. From the 30,000.
For the 30,000, dapat you have enough.
Which is $6,000.
$6,000. Basta, as long as you have enough 20% equity sharing na to cover, you're good. Kasi kung hindi, ikaw magbabayad.
So you're allowed
yes. I'm
one
sorry.
time.
One time.
Okay. So I just wanted to make sure and clear. Kasi dati nung last time.
Pwede. Walang penalty.
May penalty. Correct. Okay. And how soon can they refinance?
Well, as soon as you have, number one, if you have enough equity sharing na pwedeng bayaran yung interest, right? And also, as soon as your value is up.
Okay.
And of course, if the rate comes down, those are the two things that you want to consider. Ano may monthly payment mo.
And you could refinance, like you could do conventional.
Conventional, yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Na
One time lang.
One time lang.
One time.
Wala ka na kasing MI dito.
Oo, kasi yun ang importante.
Yeah.
Walang mortgage insurance.
Wala ka ng MI. So, you're only waiting for two things. Rates to come down, right?
Correct.
And enough value to pay for the equity sharing in 20%.
And what is the rule on refinancing? I heard at least 1%. Let's say ang interest mo 7, pag bumaba siya sa 6, then it will be worth it. Is that correct?
Yeah. Depende kung ano yung monthly payment mo. But kasi my own rules, if you can save more than $300, go for it.
Okay, but
everybody has different rules when it comes to refinancing.
Kasi what the disadvantage is they have to pay closing costs again.
Of course,
how much is closing cost?
Normally, when it comes to refinance, mga between 3,000 to 3,500 na lang yan.
Oh, okay. So it's not that bad.
It's not like you're buying. It's
like half percent.
Correct. And kasi guys, when you refinance, you're not paying those transfer taxes anymore, di ba?
Correct.
Yung tinatawag natin, yung kumbaga ba mas escrow, talagang binabayaran mo lang yung mga escrow fees.
Okay. One last question. Yes. Okay. What is the maximum that the government could take on an equity sharing?
Well, here's the thing. Very tricky question, but I'm going to try to explain this as much as possible.
Kasi medyo nung last time we spoke, you said about 150,000?
Yeah. So basically, if you gain kunyari 150,000 and if you gain, they can only take twice of the 150,000 as far as equity sharing, ate.
So let's say
you cannot go over.
Let's say you gain 150,000.
Yes.
So what would that be?
So times 2 mo yun, hanggang dun lang pwede lang kunin.
And times 2 is how much?
300,000, di ba?
Maximum
na yun. Ibig sabihin, if you gain a lot, let's say hindi mo binenta after 10 years, di ba? Ang dami mo ng
equity.
So, ang pwede nilang kunin, kunyari, binigay sa'yo 150, twice lang ng 150, yun lang.
Oh, I see.
Takap sila doon. They cannot go over.
So, let's say, binigay sa yung down payment, 100,000.
Yes.
Right? Tapos,
kumita ka ng mga 400,000.
400,000. So, hindi nila pwedeng kunin yung kalahati. Kukunin lang nila yung times 100, which is 200,000.
Correct.
Which is kalahati pa rin.
Kalahati, yeah.
Okay, I think the best way from how you're explaining this is refinance mo na lang.
Yeah, as soon as you get the
20%. The 20%
equity,
kasi parang
kayang cover.
Kasi kung hindi, parang kahati mo sila sa lahat ng equity ng bahay.
Correct. You don't wanna, ayaw mo talagang
you don't wanna exhaust it all the way.
Yes, kasi ikaw ang talo
Oo nga. So I'm glad that there before I thought you can't refinance.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But hindi ka naman talaga talo. Ibig sabihin, you've gained so much equity using the state of California's money.
Yeah.
Pero siyempre, meron nga lang
wala bang time limit yan? Like, okay, you need to be in the program for 1 year before you can refinance.
Walang time limit
So you could actually refinance after 6 months?
Oo. Kung meron ka ng enough equity, enough value sa bahay mo na pay for
right.
Yun lang naman yun right?
Yeah,
kasi if you don't, short ka pa rin. Ikaw magbabayad ng 20%
So,
equity
and everyone knows actually investment is time is money.
Correct.
So the longer you sit on that investment, especially in real estate, the longer equity it will build.
Here's my prediction. May not prediction pero nakikita ko siguro time frame wise, being honest, siguro mga let's say probably 2 years.
Pwede 2 years, pwede na. Okay. And who knows? We don't know where the interest rate is going.
Correct. Yes.
Right.
Yes. But we know interest rates are going to go down. We actually know by we're seeing probably by third third quarter.
I've been seeing that it started to
go down.
Go down a little
bit.
by little. I know it went up, then now it's below 7% again.
Correct. Yes.
Diba?
Kasi supposedly back on December, I don't know if you guys remember, Fed's already talking about first quarter of 2024. They actually hold up to that a little bit. And they said we're probably going to do this by third quarter to make sure that inflation is our good or settled.
Yes, correct. Okay, so anyway, there you have it.
Yes.
I hope you learned something today.
Yeah.
And of course, if you have any specific question or you want to start the application for the California Dream for All, you could reach out to Alvin Reyes from
Supreme Lending.
And your number, Alvin, is
925-667-1205. You guys have to do it now because a lot of the applicants are going in right now.
Yes, and don't wait because it needs time. You need to take those classes. You need to go through the pre-application process. And of course, they will open the portal on April 3rd and close it on April 28th.
Yes.
So, I mean, I highly recommend start the application now.
Correct.
Okay?
Yes.
So anyway, thank you everyone for tuning in. Until next time, and we'll see you here again at
Bahay Pinoy sa Tate.
Thank you
guys.
everyone.